Welcome back to another episode of Tap In with TT. My next guest is no stranger to the internet. She has been a viral sensation. Please welcome to the show, Onijah.
Yes, hello, guys. Good morning. Respect for Allah, respect to the law, respect to Allah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just want to start by asking you about this journey,
Yes.
right, to Pakistan, because so many questions have been going through my mind since I knew I was going to do this interview, right? So folks want to know, how did this journey even start with you going to Pakistan? So it was like you met a guy online, and then are you really married? Like, what's really going on? Tell me about that.
Yes, I'm really married.
So you married him in Pakistan?
I married him. We both married on the internet.
Okay.
Yes, with it's called weddings online.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, it goes through the courts.
So it's through the courts, a legit marriage.
Legit marriage, yes, in Utah.
So so it's through Utah.
Yes.
And so you guys got the marriage certificates. You filled out all the paperwork online.
Yes.
So once you got married, you decided to fly to Pakistan to go meet?
Not right away.
Okay. How long did it take?
It took me a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, we was friends at first, and honestly, he was working for AT&T. He was a manager over the phone. So, I just opened up my business and for e-commerce, and I was looking for some phones for my business and some tablets, and I called into AT&T, and he was one of the managers that helped me. And from there, we just started to, bond a little bit, and we was doing business at first. We was friends.
So y'all met through the call service from AT&T?
Yes.
So how did you know?
No, we met through the call service. You're right.
Through the call service. So you called for your business to get some phones. He was the guy on the other end, which is normal because a lot of these big companies outsource to different countries.
That's right.
Because it's cheap labor to go outside.
That's exactly
right. So you connect with him, trying to get your business up and running through these phones.
Yeah.
How did it come about where y'all exchange information and keep in contact with each other? Because normally they be like, we can't give out our direct numbers.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
He had my number already, so he just called me and kept calling me, and we bond from there. He said a couple of words, like, hi, who this is. It was just like a romantic.
Yeah. So you didn't give him your number. He just decided after that call, let me save her number and give her a call.
Yes, let me save her number and give her a call. That's what happened.
And how long did you guys speak just on the phone before y'all decide y'all was going to make it official?
A whole year and a half. No, we spoke for maybe a month.
A month.
And then we made it official.
Right. So there a lot of FaceTiming.
A lot of FaceTiming, a lot of texting, a lot of time period. After showers, before food or after food.
Yeah.
Before praying, after praying. We definitely will connect.
Yeah. So after a year and a half, you decided to take this journey to Pakistan.
Yeah, after a year and a half, I finally took it serious. Yeah.
You knew he was the one.
I knew he was the one because, I like the way how he thinks. He's very smart. He have a lot of knowledge. He prays a lot. And that's something that, I've been a Christian before I converted. So I was always in that type of lifestyle of
You grew up Christian?
Yes.
And then converted to Muslim?
And converted to Muslim, yes.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in East New York.
So in Brooklyn?
Yes.
Yeah. What part?
Over there by Blake Avenue. I want to give a shout out to everybody from ISO 18. I love you guys still. No matter what, I'm going to come you guys' way and show some love because I know it. I could feel it.
So you meet him, you exchange. Obviously, you knew what he looked like because you FaceTimed him, right? So you were attracted to him.
We was mostly talking on the phone first. We didn't really see each other like that. We didn't do FaceTime until maybe like a month or two after. We were just mostly like texting, talking on the phone a lot, and then that's when we decide to see each other. I know it sounds a little weird, but that's just how it went, basically.
So when you saw him, were you instantly attracted to him?
Yes, I really was. You know, he have long hair, like curly hair.
Uh-huh.
You know, nice smile. I don't know, just
he was your type.
he was just my type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you know,
the
button up
age-
shirt.
What was the age difference between the two?
Yeah, so we have a long age difference. He's 21, or he's 20.
Yeah, he's a young boy.
Yeah, he's a young boy, but you know, in the Muslim culture is different. So I felt like, you know, the men do most of the work.
Yeah.
Or all the work.
Yeah.
And he's just like really mature, like, you know, I mean, the court accepted it, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so a year and a half, then you get your passport, you go to Pakistan.
Go to Pakistan.
When you got off the plane, what was that first experience like for you?
It was good. I know it was like, you know, it was just like I was sad a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
Just
I
leaving
was
the
just-
U.S. and going over there?
Yeah, because I came so far, like you'll be a little scared a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm not gonna lie.
You was anxious.
You'll just
Yeah.
be anxious, like, oh my God, I flew this far.
Yeah.
But then it turned out to be lovely. It was really good.
So they said you catfished him. Like, is that true or
Catfish?
Yeah, do you know what that means? They said that like
No.
okay, so like you pretended to be some catfish means to pretend that you're or somebody other than what you are.
No,
So he knew up front your age, what you looked
Yes, we used to talk for a whole year. He knew everything.
like. Yeah. So you get off the plane now. Does he pick you up?
He picks me up with his friend. His friend had the car ready. It's like it was like they had it planned. He told me what he was gonna do. He was gonna get a driver. And you know, when I first got there, I just shaked his hair a little bit with my fingers. It was cute, and you know, everybody was looking.
And you was physically attracted to him.
Yeah, as soon as
you
seen
saw
him, yeah, it was like this mutual,
Yeah.
like the same.
So you get off the plane. He picks you up. You guys are attracted to each other.
Yes.
Then what happens next?
We basically went to the hotel that we playing, Handsome Hotel. Shout out to Handsome Hotel. You are the manager. You remember that part, right? Yes, that's great. Yes.
So you get to the hotel. You guys hang out. You order food. What do? You go on a date, official date. You know.
It's so many dates out there. We went on a date a few times, a couple of times. It was actually my birthday coming up when I was out there. They celebrated for me. My husband like planned out like the nail salon lady to come out because it's not easy to like really book somebody like that. You know, it's always like a wedding going on or some type of celebration going on with someone, you know. But you know, it's really nice. I'm so sorry. I have to shout out her also for doing my nails in Pakistan.
But they don't speak the language, right?
They do.
They
some
speak
of them,
English.
some, not all.
Right. Okay.
Just some understand it to a point.
But your husband spoke English.
Yes, he speak English. He went to a Christian school.
So he knows English.
Yes.
fluently. So the moments that we saw that we fell in love with, obviously, was you know, the land, the money, the press conference. Walk me through, how did it build up to that point? Was his family accepting of you, or was it kind of they were in shock, like the city was in shock?
I say more in like acceptive
Okay.
than shock because it's like if you're not married, that's a sin completely. You can't say that you married and you're not married.
Right.
You really have to be married.
Right.
You know, that's one of the rules of, you know, praying to God or Allah, you know.
So you have to be serious in
Yes.
marriage. So before
have
you
to be
even took
serious
that
in-
plane, it had to
be an official.
Yeah.
It had to be an official, yes.
Right.
And, you know, it was like we truly love each other, you know. I mean, we say things about each other. We both, you know, he's young in his way, I'm young in my way.
Yeah.
So, you know, we both, you know, we human beings.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So when did the media start to get involved in like the press conference in Pakistan? Was it the fact that like, here's this New York girl coming across the world to meet a man?
At first, they thought I was African a little bit, but I mean, I could say that I am African American. My name does means, you know, it does come from Nigeria. Onijah is like African name. I do take, you know, I just feel like, you know, it was just like a journey for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So when did the camera first got on you, what was it? Was it just, okay, they saw y'all out to dinner, they was like this, they was intrigued by the story? Like, when was the first press that decided
Okay,
to cover
well, I was coming from the airport because I was supposed to fly home at first.
you? Right.
And then it was delayed for hours and hours. So I was at the airport and my husband already left to go on vacation. And he was going to Dubai.
Yeah.
So, basically he was going to Dubai. We met, so we met up in Dubai.
So you really went to Dubai?
Yes.
Because folks were trying to figure out, because you went quiet on the internet for a minute. So they thought you flew to Dubai, and they were concerned that you had gotten locked up in Dubai because the rules, it's so much stricter.
Right.
And I think what I read was that you made too much noise in public. Like,
no, it wasn't happening like that. Everybody know. I went to go, my husband sent me some money in Dubai money.
Okay.
And I went to go pick it up at the MoneyGram. And somebody noticed me, and then everybody started noticing me. I'm like, oh my God, don't start this now in Dubai. Like, let's not start this. And they were just showing me mad love. We took pictures. I took pictures with like millions of people.
Yeah.
And I just showed them love. But when the camera part came about, I was just like coming from the airport, coming back to his house because I got turned around.
Yes. Why did they turn you around?
Because my visa was up. Okay. So I had to fix it first before I get on a plane. But everything was just delayed at the time. I went and he dropped me off, him and his mom. Hello, Miss Nuzine. I love you. I love you guys so much. The Mid family, the Mustang family. So,
So you landed Dubai, your visa's expired, you had to get your visa fixed. Then you meet up with your husband in Dubai.
Right.
Did you spend time in Dubai jail?
No, it wasn't a jail. I wasn't in jail, no.
Was it a holding cell?
No, it wasn't a holding cell at all.
So you wasn't held at all?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. So why did you go quiet that time? Or was it because you couldn't be on camera?
Because they wanted to do everything privately.
Okay.
They want to stay private.
Okay.
Within the religion. Sometimes we don't like to be exposed.
Right.
Since
so
I
who's
converted.
they? Your husband or the government in Dubai?
The government.
Okay. So they didn't allow you to film. They didn't allow.
Yeah, they didn't allow me to do certain things. Yeah, because they already knew who I was.
Right.
From Pakistan. Obviously everybody heard before me.
Right. So they knew you were on the way. So
they knew I was on the way. Yeah, exactly.
So they put a stop to it before.
Yeah, they did. Yes.
Before.
Yes, everywhere I went I had to be escorted.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long did you stay in Dubai for?
For like almost a month.
Wow. Yeah. Where did you stay during that?
In a hotel.
So you stayed in a hotel with your husband?
No, we were separated because when he sent the cab for me, a car for me, it was time for me to go home. I booked my ticket, so I left and came back to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Pakistan for a minute. Did you ever get the land?
Listen, if they got the land, shout outs to you guys. I love you. You guys gotta have the land. I just want, everybody to be, happy and experience different things. But I'm coming back for that land, though. I'm coming back for that land. I'm going to actually build something up. And I really want to do real estate. Me and my husband, it was his idea. And I took it and I ran with it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do better also. We both trying to, do business.
Trying to come up and do the financial thing.
Do financial thing,
yeah. So there was some, rumors circulating on the internet, and particularly there was concerns from your son. Do you have a son?
Yes, I do.
And he stated there were some mental health issues there. Are there mental health issues when it comes to you?
No, basically I was just in a hospital because I was anemic and I was getting blood. That's what when y'all saw me taking pictures, and I was in the hospital in Pakistan.
Okay. So no mental health issues. You never.
Not right now, but asthma.
But asthma. Have you had mental health issues in the past?
No, I haven't. But know.
Do you and your son currently speak?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Okay. How's that relationship?
He lives with me, honestly. Yeah, the oldest lives with me. He's 17. Shout out to Onijah Robinson. I love you, baby. You're the one. Saya Pitt is my youngest son. He's 10. He lived with his father. His father got full custody of him.
Okay.
You know, we co-parenting, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
as often as I can. But they both are well taken care of.
How do they
Trust me.
feel about, you being on the internet, being so viral?
I mean, now he's warming up to it because before the fame, I was just regular, but I always had that type of spark,
Right.
that type of tension. I'm not gonna,
You
lie
just had
to
an
you.
outlandish personality.
Yes, basically, people like me, but thank y'all. I'll be like, why they so nosy? But you know what? I'll be like, you know what? Let me just have some fun with you guys for a little while, because we don't really have fun all the time. We do, but it's mostly like praying, sleeping, eating.
Yeah.
So when we have fun is when we go out.
Yeah.
And we went on many dates. It was fun. We went to the beach.
Yeah.
We went to, there's a lot of restaurants out there.
How was the food in Pakistan?
The food is very good, but it's really steamy and spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they spices are really like high spice that I can't bear.
Yeah.
I can't,
So one of the things we noticed is that you look different. The glam is different.
Yes.
You got the lashes, the makeup is
Shout out
different.
to my manager and my agent and my squad and my team. Thank you guys.
So that was going to bring me to my next question.
Yes.
Like, now are you accepting bookings? Are you getting paid for interviews? Are you getting are you now really like, okay, I'm getting to the bag?
Yes, I'm getting to the bag, definitely, for sure. I'm booked out for real, and I need sleep and I need to pray. Something else, but I love you guys for real. I am booked out, and
so what are you booked? Like, what are you doing?
I do a lot of interviews and I do a lot of promos for people right now.
And do you do any hostings, like party?
That's coming up.
Are you allowed to do that with your religion, like party hosting, stuff like that?
No, we don't do that. We don't do the party hosting. But I was at one of my interviews was at a party the other day at a club. But it was just to sit there, broadcast, and leave.
Yeah.
And drink water. That's it.
Yeah. No alcohol.
No alcohol. No.
Yeah. At all. Just Ramadan season.
Just Ramadan season, and that's it. And Eid.
Okay.
That's it.
So when you went to Pakistan, was it Ramadan season or?
Yes, it was. It was fasting season.
Right. So did you participate in their religion and their culture and everything?
Yes, I always do.
Yeah.
I always do. But honestly, this Eid, I didn't. I ate and I prayed. You could do either or too. You could fast. You could eat, and then you could fast when you want for a couple of hours.
Okay. So you don't have to be so rigid. You could pick and choose.
You could pick and choose. Yeah, that's the good thing about it.
Yeah. Now, is there any plans for your husband to come here?
Yes, he wants to invest. He's on his way. Obviously my team is helping me. My manager have everything intact. We like full force, prepare for this.
So he is
new
coming.
beginning.
He's
yes,
coming
he is
to
coming.
America.
Yes,
so he has to get a visa. He has to get a passport.
Gotta get a visa. Gotta get a passport.
All of that.
All of that stuff. It's
so
not
this guy
easy.
is real. It is happening.
Yes, it's real. That's how it felt when I went out there. This is how New York is feeling about me now.
Yeah.
It's like the same. Like that's just like him coming out here.
Yeah. So he's never been to the U.S.
Never been to the U.S.
So he's excited.
He's excited.
Okay. Now, where did you find these managers and like this team that you have now?
My husband found them. Yeah, he's really good at like communicating with people.
Okay.
Yeah, then he introduced me to Cody.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now Cody's your manager, your agent.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm also hearing like there's a movie about your life coming out.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you too much because I want you to see something, but it basically is a true love story.
Okay. So the movie is going to be about your journey to
my
Pakistan.
journey to Pakistan and how I met him and so on.
Okay. Now,
I'm really so excited for the people, like I really want to just like drop the scene and let everybody just see it on their own. I think it would be more better.
Are there footage that you have on your phone or other people have that you have taken while you were there that's not on the internet that we will see in this?
Any footage?
Yeah, like
pictures?
just like stuff that's not on the internet, like intimate dates or video footage or moments that they will have.
No, we don't like honestly. Like I have pictures of my husband in my phone, but obviously when I came to New York, he had to order me a new one. You understand, like in the religion of Muslim, like the husband buy the wives everything, and that's what he does for me. But
He takes care of all the bills.
yeah, he does.
So even in America, you pay no more bills anymore.
No more bills.
So
And
prior to
thanks
him,
to the manager, like it's both, like it's helping getting
Right.
it together. Yeah, it's really.
So what do you do with the money that you're now making from being so viral? Do you give it to him? Do you keep it?
Honestly, I'm getting myself together.
Okay.
But yes, most of it goes to my husband, and he take care of us, both of us,
Yeah.
and everything. Like
So he
you know.
manages the finances.
Yes, he manages the finances.
And you trust him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do, cause I see the results.
Okay.
You know, he bought me a diamond ring. I don't have it on right now. I'm so sorry,
where's your
cause in the videos, I went back to the hotel and they didn't have my ring. But he
Where
bought.
was it? Who took the ring?
It got caught up in one of the hotels I was in,
Okay.
and it got. I don't know what happened to it. Honestly, they didn't say, but it was a red diamond ring with a ruby in it. It was real nice. He paid a lot of money for it.
Yeah, we gotta
I
get
think
that
like
back.
1.3 or mil or something like that. He paid.
1.3 mil?
Yeah, and
Wow.
his currency.
Okay.
Yeah,
And his currency.
And his currency.
Okay. Okay. Now, is this guy wealthy? Is he come from a wealthy family?
Yes, he does. His mom, his sister, his brother, everybody's well behaved. That's the point.
So well behaved, but
Yeah.
financially wealthy?
I mean, when I first met Nidell, it wasn't like healthy. You know, the financials was like, basically we was like struggling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were struggling to get things better, to make it to the top, any way we can, as, what's right was right, what's wrong was wrong.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Yeah. So my understanding is before the fame, you were there for like 7 or 8 months before the cameras caught you.
That's right.
And it was because of an argument you guys got into, and then what kind of happened?
No, we was out on dates and stuff like that. We was outside a lot, driving. All the kids run into the car because they see someone they never seen before. And obviously, I do look American. I mean, it's not because of the looks. It's just like where you're from. And that's what caught people's eyes. And they was so happy and shocked. I was there about 7 months.
So they caught, so this, before you went viral, it was towards the end of the time you were there.
Yes, it was towards the end. Like everything that happened already between us, staying together, going out and everything. It was like towards me leaving at the end.
Oh, I think what people probably got confused about was thinking like you had just gotten there.
Right.
But you had been there, visited his family, stayed with the family. They all knew you prior to the viral moment.
Yes, they did. Yes.
And then the camera.
And then the camera caught me on the camera. They just, pretty much, ran up on me and say, "Hello, Onijah."
How did they?
How do you? I don't know. That's, I mean, I guess because I was staying at different hotels, they got to know me because, I was sending them to do things for me and tip them.
Ah.
Give kids money.
Okay.
That's on the streets.
Okay.
That's how it came about.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So now that you've found this new fame and new success, are you comfortable with where you are? Like, are you comfortable being in the spotlight? Because I think the reason why you went so viral is people felt like you were just being you, right?
I really was being me. For real. That's how I really am. I'm just like, I've always been like a fun-loving person,
Yeah.
I can't with the drama.
Yeah.
You're not really supposed to be, but I'll give you some advice if you really need it. I'll be there for you. I'm really caring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I felt like when I first started seeing you on my timeline, I felt like you were just, my homegirl Yanni from Brooklyn.
Basically.
Like, that's like what Brooklyn girl.
No, for real, Brooklyn. Yeah, exactly. I brought the Brooklyn out there for sure.
That's what I was saying.
And they loved it.
They loved it.
Yes.
It's just like that's
It's
Brooklyn.
different. That's Brooklyn. That's New York. There you go.
And wrapped it in one.
Wrapped it in one, and that's it.
But now people see your transition and like, do you think that people receptive to like your transition into like, because they loved, like, it was just natural. The makeup was just like, we never seen that look before. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was a big transaction because it's really not easy. Like, it's like being in the country, you know, like, you don't have certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that much like you could just call a makeup artist and they come over. It's not like that. It's like you doing your own.
So you did that makeup over there?
Yes. People had to see my eyebrows.
They were crazy.
Yes. No, but in person, it was really nice, though. It was just, they took the worst picture. I said, I know they did not, but I was like, you know what? Whatever. It's whatever. I mean, they took the worst picture. But it was funny. I'm glad everybody got a laugh because that's what this world needs.
A lot of people were dressing up as you for Halloween.
Yes, that was funny. Yes. Thank you guys. I love you, my supporters. Y'all are very funny. When I see you guys in the mall and everything, you know, just to show you that you could be big, but you don't have to be bigger, you know? So
Yeah. So are you, so this back to my newfound fame thing, you know, is there pressure to keep this, I don't want to say character because that's who you are, right? But this persona, or to change or to shift, is it pressure, or you're just still just being you?
I'm just being me. The important thing is sleeping.
Yeah.
When you sleep, you think better, you feel better. That's just the main issue, the main cause.
Yeah.
To make you like want to just be you. Like it feels good. It feels good. Like I'm just me. Like I was raised in Brooklyn. I moved to the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx, definitely for sure.
Yeah. Do you still live in the Bronx?
Yes, I do. I still live in the Bronx, but I'm not staying there all the time.
Yeah.
But yes, I still live in the Bronx. I don't feel like I should move out right away and do. Listen,
what do they say when they see you walking out 3rd Avenue?
Oh my God, they be like, respect for the law, respect to the law. I say yes, respect to the law, respect to the law, respect to.
Do they bother? Like, New Yorkers are so weird. They don't really bother you. Like, they'll just be like, yo, what's up? Or like,
exactly. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
But obviously when you go across to the Middle East, it's like, they go crazy because.
Yeah, that's true. Like, oh my gosh, she been to Pakistan? Like, they wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't expecting that when I asked him first, like, where he from. And I was like, for real? I was so into it. I was like, for real? You what? You there? Let me see how it look. And, you know, it's really nice. They have prayer going on in the daytime. And they, you know, it just is out loud.
Yeah.
So imagine you aggravated and you have someone praying in the next 15 minutes. It calms you down.
Yeah.
Like, how, you know, thank God, you know? So. Yeah.
So does he, your husband, does he get fame? Does he care about it? Or now people are interested to know more about him?
People are interested to know about him, honestly. They want to see who Nidell is, Nidell. They want to see who Nidell Ahmed is, yeah.
Because he hasn't done any videos or anything, right?
No, I don't know, like, sometimes I'll be like, stop acting like that. Yeah. Come out, because that's how I am, too. I'll be like, nah, not today, but
that's why people want to know, is he really real?
Yes, he's on another podcast.
Okay, so he is on he did another interview.
Yes, he did another interview.
Okay.
So, you know, you guys stay tuned. Listen to him, too, so you can understand.
Yeah.
The story.
Yeah.
It takes 2 to make 1. So, hey.
What do you guys have planned for the future? Obviously, it's a huge age gap between you and your husband. But is children something that he aspires to have? Or does he have children already?
No, he don't have any children.
Okay.
He wants children, and, you know, we just recently had, like, a miscarriage. Oh. Because I was pregnant in Pakistan when I was in the hospital. Oh. Yeah, it's on the camera. You know, they was taking me to sonogram. Yeah, because that video.
So I know I saw that, right? But we didn't know whether it was true or not.
Yeah.
So you were pregnant?
Yes, I was. Yes,
and I had a miscarriage.
Yes, I did, because I don't know why, but I did.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How did you go through that out there?
I mean, I was like, everybody was so caring, so it wasn't so rough on me and tough.
Yeah.
You know, it was like everybody bringing me food every 3 hours, like, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
And, you know, caring for me, helping me, asking me if I'm okay, what do you need, what do you want. Yeah. making me get rest. You know, when I get up and I talk to everybody. I'll say hi. Everybody will be up the time I'm up.
Okay.
You know, things like that.
Yeah, because I mean, there was the question, was that real? Because when you went to the hospital, I know some folks were saying that you went for a wellness check or like a mental health facility.
No, it was a mental health building. Yeah, because it's not. It was like private. You know, they want to try to keep me in somewhere private. So you know, that was a mental health place, but it was like it wasn't. It didn't seem like it. Like it didn't look like it. Like basically in Pakistan, that was just like another space they was using for me personally.
Okay.
Privately.
Okay. So you guys plan on trying again?
Yes. You know, when we see each other, you know, I mean, you know, basically like when we get things together.
Yeah.
You know, like
paperwork,
buy a house.
That's
a must. That's a must. We still have our goals.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to maneuver.
Are you allowed to go back to Pakistan?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am. You know, my visa was up February 15th.
Okay.
And then, you know, I came to New York right then.
Yeah. So there's no restrictions on you going back?
No, there's no restrictions. They want me back now, but I can't right now. You know, I love you guys. So.
You're going to stay here for a little bit?
Yes, I'm going to stay here for a little bit. Yeah.
Get these coins for a little bit.
Thank you. Shout outs. Add my coins, #1. Thank you very much. Support a girl. I really want to do something nice for New York. I really want to do something nice for Pakistan. I have a few other countries in my mind, like, you know, Trinidad and yeah, like I really, you know, feel like I should, you know, donate something. I'm working on it. It's really not easy, but we got it.
So you're just gonna get on a plane and keep traveling. What if you meet somebody else in the process, or you just strictly 100% him?
No, I'm strictly like.
And he's the same, because you know Muslim men, they are.
No, yeah, they can have more than one wife. Yeah. But no, he don't want more than one wife.
So he's 100% locked in with you.
100% locked in with me.
No,
for sure.
No other wives. Would you be okay if he decided to have another wife?
I mean, he could have another wife, but not with me in the picture.
Okay.
Okay, you know, I don't do that. I mean, that would feel weird. Yeah. But that's not his intentions. Yeah. His intentions is to really like help me out because I need the help. Yeah. Much as I can, the support. He gives me.
What other help are you looking for?
Well, the support that he gives me is like, you know, he talks to me, you know, he does his job as a husband, basically. Like, he helps me plan things out. We plan things out together. Mm-hmm. You know, we do everything together, like what we can, like even when we distance all together. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I thank you so much for stopping by. I feel like I've asked all the questions that folks wanted to know. Yes. Right? And they could follow you. Obviously, you have
follow my social media platform. I have a business out on Onijah Styles LLC. The new things coming soon.
What can we be on the lookout for? Be on
the lookout on my when my page drop. I'm doing a collaboration with Ciara. From Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, she's a good business person, and I feel like, you know, she's a great supporter.
I saw you with Stefan
Don. Yes.
Yeah. Did y'all know each other?
Shout out to Stefan Don. No, I didn't. But girl, when I watch you over the TV, I felt like you was family when we was together. You know, I do have the island background. My mother and my father is Jamaican, but I'm more American because I was born here. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm just more American than anything.
Yeah. Do you I know you said that you wanted to travel more and go to Caribbeans, but is Jamaica on your stops?
Yes, Jamaica is one of my stops. Not soon, but maybe like sooner or later.
Yeah. And the passport is clear. You could go anywhere.
Yes, my passport is clear. I could go anywhere. Yes, I'm good.
So you never know where Onijah will be headed.
Yes,
guys.
Respect for the law, respect for halal, respect for the law. Okay.
Thank you so much for tapping in. It's Onijah. It's Tapped In with TT. And you guys can like, subscribe, and download this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for tapping in. Onijah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Just remember, respect to Allah, respect for halal, respect to the law, respect to the law. Amen.
Amen.